I'm graduating from Art Center soon. Shout out to Art Center. And looking for TV storyboarding jobs. Erica, could you talk about storyboard tests and graduating portfolios, or any other advice you have that could help artists get hired? Thanks for this awesome podcast, y'all. Looking forward to what you got in store for us. Yay! Thank you, Katie.
Yeah, thanks, Katie.
That's a tricky one. Starting out making a storyboard portfolio if you've never taken a test or done any storyboard work professionally. So what I did was I just looked up some of my favorite ancient stories or myths and just storyboarded some
That's so cool.
fake movie scenes.
That's
from
a
it.
really
That's
really
smart.
Is that something that is?
There's assignments in college
yeah.
for that.
Is that like a normal? Is that like a normal thing, or is that something you just did specifically because you really liked it?
I would assume it's normal.
Yeah.
Can I suggest something? I remember we had an assignment too where we took our favorite chapter from our favorite book or something, and we tried storyboarding it, because that's basically what directors do in movies nowadays.
I had that assignment too.
Yeah, I took the Hunger Games scene.
I did 1984. What's about dystopians are really interesting.
I don't know. That's a really good assignment. Take your favorite book.
Yeah, take your favorite book or story or anything that maybe hasn't even been put on screen yet, and imagine it how it would look in your mind, and storyboard it out. Storyboard out a sequence. And the other storyboards I had in my portfolio were storyboards for film students' projects. I was friends with some film students at SCAD, and they needed storyboard artists from time to time for their projects. So
Live action projects.
live action projects, yeah. Cool. So that it was good to have in your portfolio.
Collaborate.
Would you
Collaborate with your fellow students, even if they're in different majors.
I've done that before.
Would you guys, as storyboard artists, you two, would you guys not suggest boarding something from a show that already exists? Let's say, I want to put a scene from Family Guy in my portfolio, and just recreate a scene from Family Guy or something like that. I think I've seen that stuff before in portfolios.
If you're gonna do that, you have to do it totally original. If you're literally copying scene for scene, that's just copying.
Right. You have to do it totally original, and it has to be better than the original for it to be impressive.
It's smart to take things that already exist and make your own.
Yeah. It's one thing to take I'm doing a scene from Family Guy or Batman and literally recreating the scene, but if you're just literally transcribing what's already been boarding, it's that's
just
not
plagiarism.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No copy.
Yeah.
Copycat.
Or even just if you have your own story.
yes,
If you have your own, novel or comic
Short.
or whatever that you've written, storyboard your own thing.
That's what you eventually have to do when you make your own short in college anyways. You have to first start out storyboarding it. So you could always put that in your portfolio,
Yeah.
And life drawings are always great to do, too.
Absolutely. You should definitely have life drawings in your portfolio. Maybe in the back. Have storyboards first, and then a few pages of life drawing.
Thank you so much. This is so amazing. Okay. So I'm going to go over to Brian, and then we'll come back to me, because Brian actually has little toot questions from Twitter.
From Twitter
Little toot
tweets.
questions.
Twitter toot.
At Twitter
They
tweets.
tooted at us.
Yeah.
Twitter tweet toots.
Yeah, one is from I'm gonna pronounce this wrong because both it's complicated and I'm drunk.
Should I do the intro again, or are we good to go? Great.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
let's
Okay.
go.
So there was an intro, and then there was about 45 seconds to a minute of awkwardness. That will serve as our musical intro today, just us rambling about nothing. And now, here we are.